Hey, good people. It is your girl, P Flaco the Gangster, and we are back once again for another wonderful episode of Flaco's View. Now, briefly, I'm going to tell you what Flaco's View is. This is for people who don't want to go back and do their research. I got a lot of Instagram questions and things this week, and they're like, well, you're an entertainer, but, what do you do? And I'm like, well, if you watch the show, you got to me, you should know what I do, but whatever. So, I am from Detroit. Long story short, I love doing music. I do rapping. I like to sing. I like to write songs. I like to play instruments and pretty much do any genre that feels good to me at the time. That's my thing. I like to make magic. I don't think that my music really sounds like anybody else's in terms that I don't think that music has rules. And I'll moan on a track and cut a record and not say shit, and I'll think it's a hot song. But that's just me. Anyway, I like to converse with other people. I like to network. I like to try to put people together who have things that the other person might not have, and, work it out. I am that type of person. I like to be a connect, if you would, if you know what that is. I would definitely get all the links for you to be able to follow me and find my music and, watch other videos. But basically the point of Flaco's View is I try to give you as much facts based on my view of the world from where I am. And, I try to vibe with people. The topics can be racy. So if you do not like to get into it, then this is not the conversation you want to have. And, most importantly, for people who do want to, grow a fan base, you have to give people not only your music, but they have to get to know you. And I thought that this is a creative way to get my fans and people who follow me or people who are interested in me, whatever the capacity, to get that information. Plus, I'm efficient. I'm a busy woman. You want to know about me? Why don't you just look this up? And this is like you and I having a conversation. So, the name of this particular episode for Flaco's View is going to be That's That Shit We Should Not Like. These particular topics are all surrounded by different stuff that I don't think that we as a society should accept. We do it for whatever reason, but ultimately I think that we are living in a crazy, crazy world, people. It is insane. People are doing some wild shit, and that's the shit we should not like. So before we get down to the heart of the topics, I do want to have some announcements. It's like church. We're going to preach, and right now these are the announcements. Now, to my newer followers and viewers, which would be people based out of Georgia, because a lot of people in Detroit, know what this is. But especially from my Georgia viewers and for people down south, look, I love the South. You guys are so hospitable and loving, and you're all about each other. Is a lot of support down here for one another. That's what I like about the Atlanta music scene. They're very supportive. But ultimately, if you want some information, I just want to make sure that we have an understanding. I am not an escort. I am not a stripper. I am not a prostitute. I do not suck dicks for nicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do any of that loosery. And just because I'm a free spirit and I don't have a problem showing my body, even though I don't think that anybody's ever could say that they, saw like my vagina or the inside of anything, or even so much as a full-on breast shot or nipple. I'm not even that risque, but what I do is in such a way that it seems to bother people. And lately in Georgia specifically, I've been getting some really strange questions as far as what it is that I do as far as entertainment. And I just want to let the record show that I am not a prostitute and don't do anything sexual for money. What? Where they do that at? I mean, I've had some conversations with people this week where they was like, what exactly? Whatever. But, I just want to make that announcement. Please get your facts together before you step to me on that loosery, because I do not have time for it. And I'm being as patient as I can with people, but my patience has been running really, really thin, and I don't want to have any confrontation. I just want to spread love. And what I say and what I do, I think is fairly self explanatory if you're actually paying attention. Don't say, oh, I got the link to the videos. I didn't get a chance to watch them, but can you tell me what they're about? No, you should just watch the fucking video. That's what it's for. I shouldn't have to explain what the video is about. I made the video. It's just the same amount of time. Like, this is, whew. Anyway, we're going to pull it on back. Let's get to actually some of the hot topics, which that kind of ties into. We're going to talk a little bit about common sense, my niggas. I do not know what happened, but that's that shit we shouldn't like. We should really try to hold on to our common sense. Some stuff is just as simple as it seems, and we complicate them in our lives. And I think it makes it so much harder for us to be successful and to communicate and to deal with one another as people, because I'm getting to the point to where I might want to put my hands on you in a bad way because my nerves are so thin. Because nobody in the world seems to have common sense. And I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I do try my very, very best to be clear and keep it simple, keep it short. And if it ain't about money, it might not even be worth saying. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you know anything about me, we are in and out. I try not to keep you too long. I know people don't have the attention spans they used to, and it's a goddamn shame. But I fucks with you anyway, my niggas. Next topic on the shit we shouldn't like. I always want to start off with different segments, and I want to call this one the Is That Necessary? So, is that necessary, my niggas? What that is all about is I want to know, in terms of sexuality, is it necessary for everyone to know your goddamn business? Now, I'm not saying don't be, sexy and, don't show who you are. But I don't know if it has to be, I don't know if sexuality has to be celebrated in the manner in which it's been celebrated lately. Um, I try not to throw any shade or my personal opinion on too much of the stuff that I talk about, because I feel like it's a general, I want to know how you feel as well. It's not necessarily all about me, but it's just topics that is on my mind that I want to put on yours. So, sexuality. I'm going to take a sip of water. Hold on, because this is about to get real. All right. I wasn't going to say anything about the whole Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, situation. But this is all I'm tying that's into as far as sexuality. I'm not going to put my personal opinion on that. Does a person who decides to make a change or make a sexual statement, whether it be a man to a woman do want to become a man, or you're just a woman who wants to stay a woman but chooses to sleep with a woman, homosexuality, sexuality in any form that involves the sexes, not even who you want to sleep with, but it's all related anyway. In that particular sense, I have to wonder, like, I'm straight, but do I have dick parades, and wear, black and white shirts with penises on them? And, is that appropriate? The whole rainbow thing, is that really necessary? And that's not even necessarily a shot at gays. I do love many a gay person or lesbian, transgender. I'm a big about that community. And this isn't an opinion on them, but it's a statement about privacy, about having a little, I think some of the stuff we say is just downright uncouth. You know what I'm saying? This shit is uncouth, niggas. I don't need to know. You don't really need to know. It's not going to make me love you any differently, what you choose to do. Or, basically what you choose to do is not going to make me feel any differently, especially in terms of sexuality. So is that really necessary? Do we have to have parades and, give people awards for I'm struggling. Do we really have to give people awards for courage? because they decided to put on a makeup and a dress. Because I do the shit every day, and it's not courageous. So, why does it really matter? Why don't we focus on, like hunger and homelessness and other shit that really requires our attention? Why do we give so much of ourselves? Is that really necessary? That's all I'm saying. And please bear with me because the struggle is real. And sometimes when I talk about a sensitive subject that I don't really want to address, but it's bothering me, and you could get choked up. So, wrapping it up because we try to keep it pushing. I want to do a corner. I like to have a little section that I like to call the vent. If there is something you want to vent about or complain about, you want to send me a video that I can chop into this one and we have a conversation there. We can do some live shit. We could try to figure it out. If there's something you want to say and you feel like venting, I will listen to what it is that you want to say. If you shoot me a topic, get in the inbox, do the likes, the comments. You know what it is. So, this particular week's for the vent, I want to vent about people being in the dead motherfucker wrong. You know what I'm saying? Dead to wrong all day, every day. Couldn't be more wrong. Trying to defend their wrongness as if it's correct. And want to bring that bullshit to me and or you. I know I'm not the only person. Probably especially at their job. Have a person come and complain to them every day about some shit that's wrong. That 9 times out of 10 got something to do with something they did. But yet they want you to solve the problem. And I just want to say, people, listen. You got to take a deep breath. You got to try to find whatever it is you believe in to not get into a confrontation with a person, because I do find that sort of thing quite insulting. Nigga, you are completely in the wrong and you are in my face talking that shit and I don't appreciate it. Please get the fuck on. And you got to find a nice way to say that. Or in my opinion, sometimes you can't say anything at all. When somebody's talking that jibber jabber to you and you are in a professional capacity, I recommend not saying anything to them. And if you feel comfortable enough, and only in certain situations, because you don't generally turn your back to anybody. But if you gotta, make a move and leave the room to save your job, you should definitely consider doing that shit. Cause, baby, some situations go down and you just be wanting to pop off on a motherfucker and let them know where you really from, and that's not what it's about. And ultimately, if you do something and you're in a professional manner, especially, I legitimately, feel bad because you shouldn't have lost your cool. Cooler heads tend to prevail, and that's how you win. And I just want everybody to be successful. But just to vent, it really pisses me the fuck off when people are dead to motherfucking wrong about something. You wrong. I can't believe you fucking with me right now. You want me to do whoop-de-bam splee and you ain't did this, that, or the other. And how the fuck dare you? I'm almost feel disrespected. However, we're going to take a deep breath. You know what I mean? I'm going to just look at you and I'm not going to say anything. And that's just what I want to vent about. So get at me if you got something to vent about. Like I always say, in and out. I got 2 more things for you and then we're actually going to wrap it up. So, one thing you did not know about me. Every week I want to share one thing. It could be random. If you have something that you want to share with me that you don't think I know about you, or you want to share with the world, feel free. You can do it anonymously. However, it's going to be kind of hard for people to know it's you. If you just want to tell me something nasty, I will listen to some nasty shit. One thing you don't know about me, it kind of stems from how I'm feeling right now. Being single, not having a good time dating. I'm a particular type of female, but I have a I have a Drake obsession. It is so bad. And some people was like, oh no, well I knew that about you. And I'm like, no, nigga, you didn't know that like Drake is like my phone screen saver. And I mean, I was collecting owls before I heard about Drake, but I got a lot of owl shit. I thought about getting an owl tattoo somewhere, but I don't know where I really have room. I got a lot of, artwork, but I get up every morning and I get dressed hoping that I run into Drake. So when I tell you, when I step out the door, I am dressed to kill, hunty. Because I said, what if today is the day that I run into him? Ah, whew, shit. Yes, Lord. Drake, have you seen Drake lately with the beard? And, he had the little baby. Drake, please, if you happen to see a nigga, and I don't want to sound thirsty, not mean, but ooh, baby. I got a Drake thing. But yeah, I mean, but honestly, I also think of it as a motivation as much as I think of it as an obsession. Would I love to be with him? Absolutely, for a day or for a lifetime. However, my motivation to get up and get dressed and kill every day and, go to the gym and try to stay in the studio and all that stuff just because there's another person out in the world that I need to try to get with and I think I need to be right. It's not a bad thing. I think of it as a positive thing because it motivates me to be a better person every day, whether I meet him or not. And I'm always prepared for the best is how I think of it. So preparedness and opportunity, my nigga. Success. Quit playing with yourself. Last but not least, I want to jump into the Lil Wayne theory real quick. I shared this with some homies of mine doing music for a long time. Lil Wayne came out, was doing this thing. Lil Wayne is who he is now because of the Lil Wayne theory. And that theory is that you can tell a nigga anything over and over and over and over and over again, and eventually people will start to believe you. And it's really just that simple. Like, Lil Wayne wasn't the greatest rapper alive until he started telling niggas that he was the greatest rapper alive, and he kept saying it, and his rhymes got harder, and he kept going. He's like, I'm the greatest, 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 I'm the greatest. And guess what? Lil Wayne's one of the greatest. So, if you in tune, as Cat Williams say, with your star player, you telling yourself, and now you need to get to the point to where you're starting to tell others. I think it takes you a long way. And, find your obsession. Find that thing that motivates you to be the best person that you can be. And for me right now, I get up every day grinding for Drake. So, baby, if you, ow, woo! No, for real, I'm gonna stop acting groupified because I'm a classy and respected member of my community. If I ever see you, baby, just know that I get up every day for you, trying to win, and we out here. To wrap it up, once again, I appreciate your time. This has definitely been a wonderful, episode. I want you to think about things that we should not like as a society. I think that we should work on our common sense as a team. I think we need to work on attention spans. Let's try to spend more time with our kids, make them read books and try to expand their minds because the way it's going, it's looking kind of scary. Sexuality and is that necessary? I don't know. You can get at me about how you feel about is that really necessary to share with the whole world? That's what you into? Is that really anybody's business? Does it make a difference? I don't think it does. What do you think? Venting. Hey, people being wrong. It is what it is. Just if you're in a professional capacity or you don't want to go to jail, just take a deep breath and, walk away if you can, or let a person say what they got to say and don't say nothing, but personally, I just want to vent right now. This is the opportunity you take. You don't do it on a job. You find an outlet such as this or another way. Like, get at me if you want to vent. I don't like that shit. That's bullshit. I wish niggas would get the fuck on, and that's whack. Something that you didn't know about me. Once again, I got a crazy Drake obsession, and I'm a better person every day because I get up like we about to kill. And last but not least, some classifieds. If you are looking for somebody to help you with promotion, you're looking for someone who writes music, you're looking for a singer, you're looking for somebody who plays instruments, whatever the case may be. And I'm not necessarily talking about hiring me. I am talking about, as far as these are opportunities, I can link you up with people who do those things and vice versa, so we could try to work together. I think that the way music works for everybody is if we all work together and try to make the best possible, music we can to try to stimulate the world, because what the world really needs right now is love and music. I can't think of anything else that makes me feel good. It's not even about money. The things that make me feel really good, is listening to music when I'm, fucked up and, feeling loved, either if it's, mother-daughter love or baby love or man love, whatever kind of love you got to get, be you and go out there. I hope everybody has a fantastic week. We are wrapping it up. Please stay to the end for links, and I'll probably do some cutaways and throw in some music and try to spice this whole situation up. So I hope that you enjoyed something that you heard or that you might have watched. You may stay to the end, you might not. If you did stay to the end, we are friends forever. I hope you made it. Please forgive me if we're having a mouth situation today. The struggle is real, but I want to be dedicated to doing what I do, so I'm trying to stick with it. I love you. Bring it in. My niggas, have a good week, and we will talk soon.
We are completely different, and yet we so the same. I don't see how it went this so far that I have changed. I used to be a boss, but now I am a lame. I once had fun to live, now every day's a shame. Another hard day, but it's about the night. I wait for you to come, but hope you leave one light. Persist the sky at once, because you hurt my style. There's something to your rhythm, and I can't live without it. Without you I can't breathe, without you I can't sleep. Without it I can't eat, without you I can't be. I never felt this way, it's something new to me. When you take off your clothes, my body takes hold. Your sex is so cold, you got my pussy froze. I got an open nose for every move you throw. You got me love stone, I don't know why. I usually don't do this cause you ain't my type of guy. Ooh, baby please, baby please, ooh, baby please, baby please, ooh, baby please, baby please, baby please, baby please, ooh, baby please, baby please, ooh, baby please, baby please, baby please, ooh, baby please, please, just touch it. I love it when you fuck it. Round and round, up and down, go, go, go. Ooh, baby, please just touch it. I love it when you fuck it. Round and round, up and down, go, go, go. Ooh, baby, please just touch it. I love it when you fuck it. Round and round, up and down, go, go, go. Ooh, baby, please just touch it. I love it when you fuck it. Round and round, up and down, go, go.